Guru Nation, when I get 3 different questions slash comments of the same theme sent to me in a row, literally from different people, makes me wonder, like, maybe I should do a video on this. Would have never thought. So thank you so much for the questions. Keep them coming. You can make sure you like, subscribe, comment, share. Leave a comment underneath if you have a question. If you want to keep it private, you can text me 949-415-6256. So the first question, I'm going to read you like all of them, but they're all basically the same theme. The first one says, hey, I'm a CRA. I'm thinking of starting a consulting company on the side. I've run into some sites that appear to be inexperienced but eager to get into research. With my job, I cannot guide a conversation or assist the PI to answer qualification visit questions appropriately, but I thought about consulting on the side. I don't know if I could talk to you some more sometime. Even better than talking to me, we're going to do this video. Another question says, hey, would you do a video on the different entrepreneurial options out there for an experienced clinical research professional, anything outside of a clinical site? And the last one is from somebody who just became a CRA and they're thinking about starting consulting on the side, maybe data management, maybe like they're not sure. So they want like either brainstorm or different strategies. Here's the thing, guys. I think for the brand new CRA, it's going to be tough. Unless you have a background as a coordinator, even then, my concern with the brand new CRA is that your new job is about to be so intensive for you and so demanding of your time. I don't know if you'll have very much time for anything else. I mean, you can dedicate the weekends to it. One of the things that I could look into, because I don't want to just be all negative for you, brand new CRA, one of the things I would look into is eReg and eSource. Why? Because you can do this remotely. So Chloe, who's my CRC Academy intern, and she's actually no longer an intern, she's a part-time contractor for my site, Yuma Clinical Trials. She set up my eSource for me. She set up my eReg for me. She files documents from my studies in the eReg. She troubleshoots. She does all things eReg for my site, Yuma Clinical Trials. And I'm in Yuma, Arizona. She's in San Francisco. We never even met, but I know her through my academy. So it's a mobile. My whole point for you is it's a mobile. You don't have to be on the ground, right? Because there's a lot of things you can do, and we're going to start being able to do for sites remotely as consultants. My consulting firm, DSCS, what we do, we have about 90 sites now. Every month we get them studies. We help them with their budgets. We help them with their biz dev. We help them create their source. We help them with questions on their SOPs. We help them with random startup questions. We're basically advisors to sites across the country. We charge $1,300 a month. We're probably going to raise that pretty soon, but right now it's $1,300 a month. And again, it's all remote. You can do something similar to that, but the thing is, like, are you actually good at that? So now this brings me to the experienced CRA and the experienced clinical research professional. What can you do besides owning a site? You can do things locally on sites in your area, like training them, like helping them create their SOPs, like helping them do biz dev. We've had people that are in these situations contract with us, DSCS. So we do the biz dev and the contracts. We do it through the consultant, and then the consultant does more of a a la carte, more of a premium service to their clients, so they charge them more. It's like arbitrage. That's been done successfully in the past. If you want to do it on your own, you can just help think of things that sites need: more studies, more patients, more clinicians, digital marketing, and then the fifth thing, 5 fingers, the 5 fingers of death, guys. Bonus points if you know where that's from. The fifth thing is site operations. So the first 4 things you can do mostly remotely, although patient recruitment and clinician recruitment, it helps if you're local. And the operations you can do locally But like I just said, with electronic source, electronic regulatory, things are starting to become open to doing them remotely too. So that's some of my advice. If you want to really get creative and out of the box, something like data entry, which by the way, Chloe's going to actually help us do, because here's the thing. Once the site uses eSource, that opens up the possibility of data entry remotely. I'm going to pause for effect there. Because Chloe, if she's not too busy, because we can only afford her part-time right now, so if she's not too busy with eReg, and eSource for new studies, I was actually thinking of having her do data entry remotely, and she's actually on the DOA log to do that, just in case we need her to do it. So that's another thing that in 2022 world and beyond that was not available in 2015, 2016, even like 2019, as eSource is starting to become more and more commonplace in eReg. A lot of these operational activities, the fifth finger on the five fingers, can be done remotely too. So those are the things. Last thing, which I'm surprised, but there's been a lot of investigators in my career. Once you start networking with investigators, a lot of them are actually like site owners or partners in the site. A lot of them, a surprising large number of them, want to do investigator-initiated trials. So there's a whole other area of working with their medical science liaisons in their area, getting the medical science liaisons to talk to the PI. Hopefully they have a good relationship. Hopefully the PI has a private practice and they prescribe a good amount of medications for that company, because you can then position the PI or the physician to be a key opinion leader and possibly get a grant from the drug company to do an investigator-initiated trial. It doesn't happen that often, but when you talk to, let's say, every 25 physicians, one or two of them is going to want to do this. And if you can help them with that, there's some profit there. Now, most of them in that situation, they also don't want to pay for it up front because it's uncertain. So you can charge more in the end as far as having some ownership in the actual operations. But I think that's enough. I think that's enough side hustle ideas for you guys. Remember the five fingers of what sites need. Don't try to guess what they want. This is what they want. More studies. You can do that remotely. More patients. You can do a lot of that remotely. More clinicians. Really, that's more of a local thing, but you can certainly start out remotely. Digital marketing, all remote. And operations, which, interestingly enough, used to be only local. Now a lot of it's remote. Guru Nation, good luck. Love to see the generalist. Love to see the entrepreneurial spirit. Keep it going, guys. 2022 is your year. Take care. And if you're watching this in the future, this is your year, whatever year it is. Like, subscribe, comment, share. Bye-bye.